All right, so this is the Beans to Brew group bringing you case 6. And specifically for this case, we wanted to focus on one of our goal objectives, which is to improve sustainability initiatives at Beans to Brew. And we further divided this into 2 categories, which is reducing waste to improve sustainable operations, as well as involving volunteers in sustainable practices.
All right, so now I'm going to talk about our first story. Story 1 is focused on identifying waste and falls under the Reducing Waste initiative. The first story is, as a proponent of sustainable business practices, I need to determine the amount of waste that is being produced by Beans to Brew so that we can identify our impact on the environment and improve sustainable operations. And in order to achieve that story, there are a couple tasks or metrics that we want to look at. The first being we need to record how much coffee is wasted per day, as well as how many pastries are left over per day. And then using those data points and metrics, we will then need to run descriptives to get more information.
For use case 2 or use story 2, focused on local sourcing and addressing the sustainability initiatives and involving volunteers. The story is, I'm a Beans to Brew executive deciding on order quantity and timing based upon item popularity and availability. I'm seeking to minimize order and transport costs through partnerships with local suppliers to utilize bulk ordering and support local businesses. In addition to that, I would like to establish sources of volunteers through partnerships with on-campus groups to address the scheduling gaps as well.
So that leads us to our third story. So as a volunteer, I've just finished my 1-hour shift, and now I have to leave to go to class. Because of an increase in demand, I had just brewed another pot, but now the store is having to close because there's no one coming out. So as Beans to Brew operation team, we would want to better communicate our sustainable goals, so reducing that waste and how to accomplish that, such as ensuring that we're not brewing coffee too late in the day, and then also working to help minimize those scheduling gaps so that we are getting our full span of sales throughout the day.
And then finally, our final user story, which is story number 4, takes a customer viewpoint. As a Beans to Brew customer, I will need to purchase coffee and food products so that I can spend less time at home and more time on campus, whether it's studying, working, or just socializing with my friends. In order to achieve this, we need to ensure that Beans to Brew customers have access to quick and easy service. Essentially, the shop needs to be open during the hours where students will be within Peacock Hall. We also need to ensure our customers have access to fresh and well-prepared products. This goes inside point 2, my favorite pastry and coffee must be stocked and ready to purchase. And then finally, our coffee and food products need to be supportive of their busy schedules. In other words, there needs to be fast, reliable, and efficient service. So that's all for this. Thank you all for listening and tuning in.